never settle. Sleep later. We've got the goods to make you better than nature. Auntie is the best choice. Bringing betterment to keep us content. Auntie is the best choice. The product testing to do. Cheaper prices for you. Auntie is the best choice.
Finally! Maybe now I can get to the truth of this kill order nonsense. I just need to check our comms device for a coded message from my old acquaintance, Severin. I knew it! He wants to help me find out who's behind this. I sent a reply.
Try, never settle for less. It's true what they say, money buys happiness. Work extra shifts, you can sleep later. We've got the goods to make you better than nature. Auntie is the best choice. Bringing betterment to keep us content. Auntie is the best choice. The product testing to do, these cheaper prices for you. Auntie is the best choice. Feel the benefits of spending your bits. She's just the best choice.
Lovely day for a coup, dear. Whatever's on your mind. Our department employed a variety of all corrections can take time.
Commander, I'm glad I managed to intercept. There's something of utmost importance I wish to discuss. Relax, Commander. You are not under my authority to judge. Though if I received a message from a close friend of mine, Virgil. His message claimed he had information relevant to the Supreme Arbiter's death. He wishes to meet with me at the... You asked before, and I did not mention it. But with Virgil's message, I now... Very good.
This unit is now at maximum efficiency. Current status. The Earth Directorate thanks you for your service in upgrading your never...
Let us make our way to Paradise Island at once.
You're tuned to wireless free Arcadia for merry melodies and prevailing conditions on the battlefield.
She's just the best choice. It's Auntie's choice.
You're tuned to wireless free Arcadia for merry melodies and prevailing conditions on the battlefield. Brought to you by Auntie's Choice. Building a better Eden, where the skilled and imaginative may rise. Why settle when you can thrive? The Auntie's Choice family is large and willing and able to grow larger.
We represent an amalgamated collection of dozens of different companies, making everything from bandages and salves to weapons and ammunition.
If you can eat it, drink it, smoke it, shoot it, or turn it on, Auntie's Choice makes it, grows it, or smelts it.
Come join Auntie's family. Help make us even larger.
Now, upward and onward. Next up, something reasonably peppy. Please consult your employee handbook to determine if dancing is presently allowed.
Stop right there, Arbiter Rao. Though I am here on official business, I would prefer to keep this cordial. The Consul seeks answers related to your recent activities. I approach you openly in the hopes that you will comply with his request and come with me peace.
What do you blather about? Delay me and you will pay the price. Not only do I have more pressing business with a colleague.
His loss. I heard Auntie's in the market for a big, dumb, winsome bodyguard. He'd be paid handsomely in spratwurst and backhanded.
Questions of intent. Now, what shall it be, Arbiter Rao? I sent the message that drew you here. Virgil shall not arrive to aid you.
Virgil's not coming, you say? Curious.
Virgil! Touting your flair for the dramatic, even now I see. But I fear
I had not expected a third party, but it is so much the better. I'm afraid you...
A sentinel demanding anything of me? What madness! Neither Tristan nor I shall accompany you anywhere. Any attempt...
I'm somewhat embarrassed to acknowledge that, in my haste to see Virgil, I seem to have led us into a trap.
This fool impersonated my credentials, triggering a system alert that led me here. A lowly deception, even...
It was a necessary deception, and one not undertaken lightly. Its aim was to draw your colleague here without bloodshed.
Your explanation does not pull my...
You may not believe me, but I have much admiration for the work you and Arbiter... Enough loyal subjects have died in this war. Come willingly and peaceably, I beseech you. Both Arbiter Rao and Arbiter Montag were explicitly requested to return to Praetor by the Consul, alongside all other Arbiters some months ago.
And I'm sure that if we went, we would have been returned whole, neither interrogated nor mentally refreshed. As if your master's nefarious...
I've no inkling of what you speak. My only master is the Protectorate. My only agenda, the return of peace throughout Arcadia.
Very well. But be warned, I'm not exactly trained in the art of improvisation. We'll need a very good reason for my not answering the Consul's summons.
Come now, do you expect me to believe that? Not only are you not in shackles, but you're also still alive. I can't imagine Arbiter Rao would have allowed that willingly.
Yes, we were going to find their stash of...
I see. It would appear I misjudged this situation after all. I must reinterpret my orders.
So he's chosen not to attack, but the situation has not changed. We spare him. His master gains another tool to cover up the Supreme...
What are you talking about? I do not seek to hide the Supreme Arbiter's death. I seek to find her killer. Such was next on my list of duties, after I apprehended you.
Whoever said humanity can't exist on bread and water never met you. Auntie's Choice Stay Hungry Meal Pack, featuring our finest pre-sliced...
This is all clearly a tactic on the Consul's behalf. By sending out his agents, he...
What must you think of me? Or my fellow Sentinels, that you'd even suggest I'd lie to But you needn't take me at my word. My next assignment was to investigate the Oculus collating post. A hidden room there may contain information pertinent to the investigation.
A good day for personal freedom and fair...
I cannot speak to its purpose.
Or it is...
It's a risk worth taking.
I'm pleased to be of service, in some manner or another. Protectorate subjects should aid one another. If you had not interrupted me, I would have committed a terrible injustice upon my... I will take my leave of the...
I shall follow him out. Just... that's done with. He left peaceably, as he said.
That was some impressively savvy improvisation before, Commander. Without you, circumstances would have certainly
I'll spare you my doubts for the umpteenth time.
I appreciate your caution, but it is quite unnecessary. My comrade and I will let us do. I regret we've not had more.
Worry not. I have several leads of my own.
I recall this place. These stations have been automated since my day, though this one has certainly accrued dust. Odd that it would be in a state of lockdown. I have a general override that should allow us entry, but anything specific to local systems, including security systems, may be beyond places. And security measures should not be operational. And the station seems to be on reserve power. We'd best tread carefully.
Save is intended for you. Although the cost may be high, one day I know you'll be mine. Someday perhaps I'll own two. For now I'll take one that's brand new.
Let us proceed with due haste. Well, no one is here, lying in ambush. Perhaps some stray systemic error activated the entryway defenses. We'd best first report to security ops. Lift this lockdown. From there, we can set about reactivating the station's primary power, which will allow us to explore unhindered. It seems our intelligence was correct. There's clearly a door here. We should make sure the station is at... Let us go. Is that a footprint in the dust? This station shouldn't have received visitors in years. Be on guard. Someone else may be here. My passcode shall not work on this terminal. Unlocking it may be a creative endeavor.
Although the cost may be high, one day I know you'll be mine. Till then I There's nothing I wouldn't. I've been yearning.
Good effort lifting the lockdown. We may now reactivate the station in the reactor room.
Inspiring sponsored content that will boost you to the top rung, plus all the news that's fit for listening. This is wireless-free Arcadia. Content that will boost your boardroom confidence and compete on major combat operations across Arcadia. Because when it comes to Auntie's bottom line, war is swell. News from the front lines is nothing but grand. Look no farther than Praetor. Not the most picturesque piece of real estate, but a profitable one by gum. Wasn't so long ago that Praetor was supposedly an impregnable protectorate stronghold. A dead, glow-in-the-dark closet to stack all the skeletons of their repressive society. Now look at it. Our ingenious acquisition forces have transformed the protectorate's black sites into highlights of the quarterly income report. Factories, chemical plants, unnatural resources, all ours for the exploiting. An incredible return on our troop investment. And while every planetary occupation has its hazards, Praetors have been minimal. True, one local species of megafauna seems unusually aggressive. Sounds like an ideal candidate for the lab coats and biological...
The reactor activation circuit shall likely be dysfunctional. It's a known issue with these old stations. Let me look. Corroded transistors, dust in the actuator. Did a scrap gnaw on this? Sweet sovereign, what a mess. There. I think I have it. Let us hope my override does not trigger any security alerts.
Just like our combat forces expanding our market share across the star system. Now, on to other things. Now for something a little different, tonally, if not thematically.
Good. This should avail us of a much simpler search. Let us return to the central room once more and see if anything seems out of place.
Draft tingling. All cards.
Drink it down.
Pick it up, tip it up, plug it down.
You have my thanks and my hat.
spectrum makes you smile. Drink it, drink it, drink it, drink it, drink it down. Pick it up, tip it up, plug it down. It's Fizzo's, Fizzo's, we love Fizzo's, Fizzo's Spectrum Vodka.
I'm certain of movement below. Gird yourself with determination. It seems I was correct.
Passcode is limber. No. Let's try amulet. No. Wingtip. No. Sovereign's gavel. Ambergris can't be it. That's too short for a facility. Wait. Oh, no.
Of the strategies of feigning innocence I have seen, this is certainly the most pathetic. I accuse you of trespassing upon the private domain of the Sovereign. For these crimes... Wait, I know you.
Because I work for Sub Rosa? More than that, I don't think I can say, Cadet Rao. Mostly because I'm not supposed to, but also because I can't remember.
Okada is, or was, a petty troublemaker, though a crafty one. As cadets, Virgil and I apprehended him often. Sometimes Virgil let him go, but he usually went to mental refreshment.
Often enough to know the technicians by name. Until I forgot them again.
This truly is no ploy. But mental refreshment is supposed to return wayward subjects to the proper path, not cause... whatever this is. Despite his faults, the Okada I knew was ultimately benign. But the fact remains that he now trespasses in a secure facility. Duty dictates that I must execute him. That's a wise path.
An arbiter used the word execute in the last few seconds, yet I remain alive? Didn't think that was... He and the other one must have put me away close to 12 times each.
Ne'er-do-well is a polite term. He was a repeat malefactor. I believe
I got 18 months of hard labor for that. Served me right.
As much as I'd prefer not to admit it, you may be right. Whoever...
I didn't used to be like this. I can still sneak with the best of them.
Any of my fellow arbiters would have killed you before this conversation began. But I can't decide whether to disdain or...
I was sent here to do a specific job, but some of the details are hazy. Gives me conniptions. I was hired by an anonymous third party. They provided me with the station's location. I was told the station was abandoned, which it clearly isn't, and to break into this terminal and delete the information on it. I don't even know the name of this station.
Ignorance does not excuse criminal action. Even if you did not know the severity of this infiltration, it remains a deadly serious infraction. I don't know that I can. He is a trespasser. His slipping mind matters not. I am familiar with the concept, but in the Protectorate, intent matters little. Manslaughter still results in death. Sedition can happen unconsciously, just as it may. There is a difference. A murderer's family is imprisoned, whereas they are not in the case of incidental death. Though this is hardly the place for a discussion about Protectorate law, my duty dictates it. Killing Okada may not affect the one who hired him, but his trespass is an indelible fact. That doesn't mean anything. An arbiter cannot trespass. And even if I could, were the situation different, perhaps I could look the other way. But Okada has clearly defected, and is thus not a It is fortunate you have gained my trust, for I would not bend to one who had not. Justice must serve. Begone. You've been granted your final stay of...
I didn't fit, and you... Without you, I would have been reduced to my composite parts. Here, take these.
Allowing a Sub Rosa. The hint pertaining to the passcode on that terminal. I believe I know the answer. It is our work at the refugee camp. For myself, the Supreme Arbiter, and Virgil especially. If judgment... you've got the spirit An Arbiter's gavel is judgment.
At the junction of opportunity and runaway gumption, you'll hear wireless-free Arcadia, featuring product advertisements specifically tailored to free-thinking individuals. When we here at wireless-free Arcadia...
From that terminal, it sounds as if the Supreme Arbiter had... To what end, I wonder? The tone of her response seemed... And that feckless agent. I don't understand his aim or who he would be working for. Only the Consul. But the Protectorate does not ally itself with Sub Rosa. I couldn't imagine the Consul... Well, at least we found what we needed on the Supreme Arbiter. As for Okada, my decision to allow him to go free was at odds with all I have been taught. He was a traitor and should have died, but he was acting against the Protectorate, even if he didn't know it. How can I act as an arbiter of justice? To me, there cannot be. That is altogether... And...
Correct. Okay, enough corrections. So we made a few mistakes. No need to keep harping on them for law's sake. Now, on to other things. This is one of my favorites, though admittedly I'm far from discerning.
Sleep tight with sweet dreams. You're gonna be unconscious via any means. You wanna be so sleepy, just grab a pill, it's easy. But we probably ought to tell you there's...
Apoplex. Whooping fix. Childhood gout. Adult rickets. Dysentery.
Straight shooters across Arcadia. This is wireless-free Arcadia.
Valued underlings, your Auntie Cleo needs to spark some combustion under a few listless posteriors. Listen in dreadful anticipation to my latest...
It would appear our next stop is Praetor, specifically Central Control. I look forward to traveling there. Excellent.
Marketing, whose sloganeering was a bit too Tau-Ceti for the vibrant Arcadian market. You've gone stale, Aster. We can't exactly skip drive you back home, so you're demoted to Assistant VP of Vending Stock. Let's see if you can keep the Sprat crisps fresher than your advertising copy. Next, Russell Crocker in Morale Management. Dress codes for everyone's benefit, Russ. No shoes, no smock, no whole-side office with an Elysium view. Wear something nice and solvent-proof for your new role as Executive Drainage Manager in Recreant Reclamations and Artificial Additives. Remember, dress for the job you have, Russ. And just to show there's no position too microscopic for Auntie's management, I'd like to highlight Assistant Waste Disposal Officer Potter Flanderbilt for a job not well done. The only airlocks fit for trash disposal are those far from my office. Nothing ruins a view like a constellation of Sisty Bits bags. Now you're the assistant to the assistant. And that's enough negative reinforcement for now. Until next time, everybody do your jobs like your CEO is watching over your shoulder. Because I probably am. Bye now.
Now, on to other things. I don't know about you, but I could use something a little more upbeat. Like this.
Success can be the best revenge. Raise your spirits high with liquid confidence. You know you're shooting to the top. That you cannot be stopped. Just take your shot, don't blow it. So bang your shot and quit it. Dream is that's your
Let us make our way to Central Control forthwith.
Central Control is open to no visitors. Turn around. Best turn around. Central Control isn't... I've heard a great deal regarding your exploits within the Protectorate. And it is all that...
I've no desire to slay you, but if you seek to prevent me from pursuing my duties, I will have no other choice.
Arbiter Rao did not report to the Consul's summons. Consequently, he is wanted for questioning. It is only our difference in rank that stays my hand from attempting arrest.
Commander, let us speak. I sense we close in on something. I did not care for that exchange at all. The idea that the Consul would stymie me in... Regardless, we do have alternate means of ingress. I seem to recall a number of creatures bypassing... There's also the prisoner entrance on the right. If you're sufficiently dexterous, you may be able...
Catchy pitch for Auntie's products you simply can't live without.
Auntie's Choice Chumbar. Deliciously fooded from the maker of meaty roll-ups and spectrum leavings.
The chum bar is made from the finest coagulated slurry of both animal and vegetable byproducts.
Spread organs, salt tuna skin, and tobacco and husks for the perfect combination of crunchy and chewy.
Try it
To share the chum.
Yes, well, enough of that, I suppose.
This one always makes me pretend I have the sun in my eyes.
smells like paint and agitated dust. Renovations, I surmise.
And my rays
Got some bad
are never lower. If there's a cost you can't complete, or your ends just won't complete, I can lend you all the bits you'll ever need. But the loan that you request includes compound interest, in addition to my standard service fees. Oh,
That elevator over there goes to the Supreme Arbiter's old office. I hope the technicians have kept it in working order. Surely didn't mean to assault it. I believe what we need is on that terminal. I'll see if I can find my way in. The terminal's locked, which is no surprise.
I am known through all Arcadia.
See if you can find some method to bypass its passcode.
And my dear, you know my terms. They are really quite straightforward.
Did you hear that? I think something may have unlocked.
Everybody knows that I am
I think this may unlock the
complicated loner.
terminal, but the toggle mechanism appears compromised. I shall hold it. You attempt to gain access to the machine.
You can be sure that my rates will never, no, they'll never, ever be lowered. If there's a cost you can't complete, or your ends just won't quite meet, I can lend you all the bits
you must.
Consul Thoreau, I'm sure you're surprised to be receiving this message, and thus I can assume you already know my intent. Even considering aligning myself against the Sovereign is like sticking my hand in boiling oil. Yet my dead charges spur me forward. 10 scores of Arcadia's finest, at least 10 scores, died in defense of Golden Ridge. And does the region lie in our control? No. We fled like sprats, all at Varric's behest. Hold it. What in blazes? How long have you been standing there? What did you hear?
Though my deals aren't quid pro quo, and my interest rates aren't low, I'll be keeping track till you pay back every single bit you owe. 'Cause I
cannot believe. Yes, I'm fine. Because my mentor hated the consul and was deeply devoted to the Sovereign. She'd never speak thus.
There's a simpler explanation here, Tristan.
What I'm proposing is eminently plausible. It may be beyond you to see her machinations, but it's obvious to me that this was merely an intricate play. It's all that makes sense. It's not obvious to me. You didn't... Wait. Do you...
Thank you so much for tuning in to the one wireless station in Arcadia that doesn't tell you what to think, only what to buy.
Arbiter Rao, I finally got you. Submit quietly to the Protectorate's justice for your manifold transgressions.
Are you insane? Who are you? And on who...
My name is Junior Arbiter Mayhall, and I operate on Arbiter Mandate, as you did once. Now, no questions. This is already going to be difficult enough.
It's logical. The Sentinels have all but taken over central control. It stands to reason the few Arbiters still
I cannot deny that central control has changed, but... what am I saying?
Enough. This has been an unpleasant day, and my patience is gone. Your accusations are baseless, and accosting a higher-ranked arbiter is grounds for...
They're far from baseless. You stand accused of abandoning your post, of infiltrating Protectorate facilities with opaque aims, and of hampering the Protectorate war effort. There's no discussion to be had with criminals. I needed to see firsthand that Arbiter Rao had abandoned his station.
These accusations of yours are slander. If you believe false bravado shall save you from my wrath, you're sorely mistaken. At Oculus, and again at the Vox, you showed me that the law may be... interpreted. Here my sense of duty clamors to be answered. But, as much as it surprises me to admit it, I think you're correct. Slaying her for sincerely trying to do what is right would be a farce of justice. I would not, but I know the reality of swaying an...
What is this insanity? I would never imagine an arbiter balking from their chosen course. I may not wish to judge him. I may not understand what has come over him. It is of no consequence. His crimes...
He was simply doing his duty, just as you or I must every day. Killing...
That's even worse than I thought. You chose not to do your duty.
The Supreme Arbiter taught me to follow my own sense of justice. And I have. Use your mind. Think about what I did. What you...
What of it? Someone...
Ironic. You came here to judge me for much the same reason I have. I chose to investigate the Supreme...
That's impossible. I refuse to believe we both could be guilty if we were simply following what we were taught. There's no protocol for following one's heart in the Protectorate. Consider my hand stayed. I can see that judging Tristan would only rob the Protectorate of another of its servants. It seems I must reflect on...
It would appear we're in agreement. Neither of us shall raise...
Guess a candidate can change his spots.
So, what course of action do we take now?
It's important for an arbiter to use their forebrain. Next time you encounter some, you may find more questions than answers. But decipher...
Uphold justice in my way.
Glory to the Protectorate. I'm pleased we were able to resolve that altercation peaceably. Robbing our...
You're showing a lot more restraint these days than I'd expect.
You know, I'd even venture to say she reminded me just a little of myself. All this excitement did not make me forget the confession on the Supreme Arbiter's terminal. I have to bring it to Virgil. Have you lived all your life within the Protectorate? I refuse to question the Supreme Arbiter, just as Virgil will know.
Salutations, Arcadian. Clear here with a direct message to all Protectorate subjects listening in. I'm afraid you've been fed a lot of hooey about all of us at Auntie's Choice. Your so-called superiors would have you believe we're unscrupulous interlopers, intent on stealing the very bread off your plate. Tut-tut! No! Nothing could be farther from the truth. Listen to your auntie. They say they offer you direction, meaning, purpose. We say that's a fancy way of stating you're their slave. They say you're part of a community. We say you're just part of the herd. At Auntie's Choice, we respect the individual. We're providers, liberators, spreading free trade and self-betterment throughout the galaxy. As the head of our corporation, I'm here to tell you personally, it's never too late to rebrand and start anew. Join us, embrace freedom, revel in choice. Auntie's Choice.
And now, back to it. This one goes out to all those aspiring to climb the rungs of their department. May you ascend swiftly, through talent or gut.
Sandwich made from crab will make some mighty fine treat.
This paradigm we
distraction.
Another intolerable
I'm loath to admit I require medical Ready to take the heat off you, Commander. Just stay with.
you want to eat.
Destructive influences.
Malefactor ahead. Don't mind me.
Your vitals look grim, Commander.
Come on out, so we might talk. Assist me, will you? My sentence has stayed on
And you'll end up You'll leave for travel to your favorite land. Better want to talk to her industrial plant. Wild crab was fine for a lubricant. If you heard you can't eat 'em, yup, it's true you can. Consume at your own risk, crab, which it tastes almost
Looking a bit dewy there, Orbiter Round.
I'm fine. Some errant dust nearly found its way into my eye.
That was sponsored by Auntie's Choice Office of Munitions and Catering. Time to restock your arsenal? Planning a key business dinner or banquet event? They have everything you need in one place. This is for anyone out there who just lost out on a big promotion. Keep your chin up. Next time.
Take a tough day that you wanna forget. Wake the next morning, not a trace of regret when you drink purple berry tequila. Make the most of what you are. Take a ride on that purple worm when you drink purple berry tequila.
Flavor and plausible deniability for your own whereabouts? Then take a ride on the purple thread worm with purple berry tequila. With 100% real artificial purple coloring, it has a little added kick to get you going.
Mediating!
take a ride. When you drink purple berry tequila.
Yes, yes, it's the only tequila that'll pick you up and never let you down. Try Purple Berry Tequila today.
Increasing.
To the battle! Ready to waste them on your command.
Make the most of what you earn. Take a ride on that purple worm when you drink purple berry tequila.
Promise me, my injuries are not
Going out of sight.
enemy operative.
The mystery beast, raking the bits for our biological armaments division.
I'm Pierce Huntley. I've been on a profit safari across the Arcadia system, helping everyone from lower management to members of the board tap into each planet's zoological equity. Every episode, I focus on a different species to tell you the risks. Watch out for its tusks! The rewards. Get a load of this crabble glands. And what each brings to the table. Auntie Cleo says the universe is full of things that want to kill you. But what doesn't kill you boosts your net worth. This is Big Gain Hunter. Brought to you by Auntie's Choice Antibiotics. The burning means it's probably working. I'm on Praetor, a minuscule moon with maximum profit potential. Rich with high
I wouldn't give. Got something that needs doing, Commander?
Just one hitch. This place is a mite unsafe. Terrain. One wrong step and you'll stub your toe and slice it off. Dangers in the air here. Literally. The atmosphere is electrified. In related news, I couldn't be happier to announce this episode is my last time in the field. Yep, old Pierce Huntley has been called up the ladder, promoted to a cushy desk job in head office tower.
Glad you. That hammer's a fine piece of weaponry, sure enough. Don't let the luxuriant hair and good looks fool you. Sorry, arbiters ain't like us. Facts smack. Yeah, I'm guessing you didn't come here to talk about Rao, though.
To lure prey with a kind of bio-light.
Let's see how well you arbiters know basic history.
Once we find Virgil, he and I shall...
Something big and fast with a mean appetite.
Did you need something? I'm not hearing a question. Presiding Bishop Orlo, for more time passes. Are you... I'm not saying never, but because I'm hopefully by my hand. I assume that's in line with your thinking. Yes, this verbal do you now? Let's hear it. Are you satisfied with my performance? Anything to note? I tend to agree. May the... If x is the square root of -1, and you just may all...
Distant studies cover scant detail. Some say the creature is bird-like. Others reckon it's simian. A monkey's bigger,